It's time to get your mind right with the Mind on Greatness podcast crew. Welcome to the Mind on Greatness podcast show. What it is, folks, it's your boy Brody on Hustle, and I'm 1/4 of the Mind on Greatness podcast crew. Shout out to Boss Hog, Boss Dog, K-Po through the door. Shout out to Mike. You might as well, my dog. You might as well. Shout out to Sleepy Jeff. And while I'm at it, shout out to all the fans, all the subscribers, all the viewers, all the commenters, all the likers, all the shares, and the list goes on. Shout out to anybody that has and will be a part of this family on the Mind on Greatness, podcast crew. Shout out to anybody that's been a part of production, constructive criticism, helping us rebuild the brand, retool the brand, and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. And then for those who are looking to be a future guest, or future part of the production team, hit us up at menonthemission56@gmail.com. As soon as we receive the email, we will get to you as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? We are busy men as well outside of this podcast, but it is what it is. We stay up late night, we get up early, sometimes midday during the work shift. We get these videos to you. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't always easy, but the ones that really, really, really respect the hustle, you know what I'm saying? There's a brand coming, and that's part of the slogan. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be live. It's a brand coming. You know what I'm saying? Merchandise coming along with it, and so forth. I can't give you all the tea. I can't spill all the tea. But when it come, it coming. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. You better get with it. You know what I'm saying? Um, so without further delay, I want to talk about some of the boxing action. As you can see, that I got to witness last night. The zone put on a good show for us. You know what I'm saying? It was an action packed, field card. I didn't get the chance to see all of the fights, but I did get to see some highlights, the ones that I actually got to see. I'm gonna speak about, and of course, this is one of the main ones I did get to see. But before I get there, you know what I'm saying? This was a great follow up card to the Ryan Garcia deal and the Devin Haney fight. This was a great follow up. You know what I'm saying? They kept it action packed, they kept it live, they kept it rolling, and I like it. Again, shout out to Ryan Garcia for doing what he did last week. A lot of people went against him and said that Devin Haney would wash him. Meanwhile, I was on the other side of that fence. I was saying Ryan Garcia was going to take care of business against Devin Haney, and I kind of made it a controversial split decision to go in Devin Haney's favor because I thought the political side and the referee was going to take control, but at the same time they couldn't. Ryan Garcia left with no choice. You know what I'm saying? Dude get knocked down really a total more than 4 times. You can't get that win to Devin Haney. You can't. I don't care how good of a masterclass boxer he is. You know what I'm saying? And he is a one-trick pony at this point, as Ryan Garcia has proved in his fight, from last weekend. But anyways, as I dwell in the past, let's go ahead and move that ass to the future. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all see this on the ad right now. Matter of fact, I can fix that for y'all. Boom. It was on the ad, but I got to witness this fight last night. It was a good fight for while it lasted. You feel me? Bittersweet moment for JoJo Diaz. You know what I'm saying? I'm sad to say that I think it's about time for him to go ahead and retire, man. He's had a fun and illustrious long fun-filled career, you know what I'm saying? And he's given us a lot of controversial, fights. He's made his way from top to bottom, back to bottom, you know what I'm saying? He's one of those fighters that you can't just write off easy, and you can't hop in the ring and say you're gonna walk over him. You just can't. So shout out to JoJo Diaz, man. And big shout out to his corner, man. Flaming Hot Mitts, man. If you don't know about him, then you don't know about being a trainer. You don't know about boxing, you know what I'm saying? Flaming Hot Mitts has been around a long time, and if you want to emulate anything to represent a coach and a fighter relationship, Flaming Hot Mitts, excuse me, is a tool, and he's a standout guy. He's a stand up guy, and he's something you should always refer back to when you're trying to build that relationship between fighter and coach. I mean, it's never been a moment where he's left me in a situation to where I'm viewing him on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, or whatever the case may be, where he's left me confused and I haven't even met him in person. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it's like to be in camp with him or be under his wing getting trained. So again, shout out to Flaming Hot Mints. I love that guy. Pause, no Diddy. And when I say stuff, you know what I'm saying, just so you know, the pause, no Diddy is in full effect for this video. I'm not gonna keep reiterating the pause no Diddy factor. It is in full effect for anything I may say that sounds out of the norm to you. You feel me? So pause no Diddy is in full effect. But as I digress, let's get back to the task at hand again. Shout out Flaming Hot Miss, man. He did everything he could to have JoJo Diaz prepared, to take on Oscar Duarte. And I feel like in the beginning it was enough, but I don't know what it was. I feel like JoJo Diaz's power didn't carry over or move up with him in weight. So at the same time, it didn't stop. It didn't deter Oscar Duarte from coming forward and doing what he does. So it is what it is. You feel me? Now let's go ahead and segue over to Oscar Duarte's corner. Now, Oscar Duarte needed this win. A lot of people were saying, hey, JoJo needs it more than Oscar Duarte. JoJo has, left a legacy behind. He has a lot of things he can segue off into and do as he moves his career to the other side of boxing, you know what I'm saying? But Oscar Duarte needed this win because he's been in his last fight wasn't his best fight, and he needed this in a big way. And this was a great rebound right here, and I respect what he did to the fullest. And I'm gonna say something about his corner too. It might be a night of corners, you know what I'm saying? It might be a night of talking about the coaches in the corner. But again, Oscar Duarte wouldn't have added somebody very important to his camp. He wouldn't have added Robert Garcia to his camp. He wouldn't have added Robert Garcia to his camp. And if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Robert Garcia has been around a long time, and he has had fighters that's been on the A list and performing at the top of the list for a long time. He is a coach that doesn't accept a lot of BS. He is a coach that doesn't accept failure. He is a coach that doesn't allow you to sit around in your morals and perform any less than you should. He has had a lot of fighters at the top of their game. You know what I'm saying? And I respect Robert Garcia, and I respect Oscar Duarte for adding some veteran leadership from the coaching standpoint in his corner, because he's going to need it moving forward from this point and forward, because he's going to end up, facing some of those, legit fighters, those, P4Ps again. If he gets the opportunity, he's going to need somebody like Robert Garcia in his corner. So again, good move by Oscar Duarte by adding him to his corner. Note that I'm saying add. I'm not saying he's fired anybody or anything. He added Robert Garcia to his corner. So again, big highlight right there. Be on the lookout for Oscar Duarte and Robert Garcia in the future, because they will get dangerous the more time they share together. One thing I want to say about this, I still think Duarte has too much of this in his shoulders. When you have this in your shoulders, you're not relaxed. You're not reacting. You know what I'm saying? Relax them shoulders. Get here. Pop, pop. Ha, 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 ha. And then when you need to, sit down. Bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? Sit down. Bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? So relax those shoulders a little bit from me to Duarte and Robert Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Relax a little bit so that speed can come out. Because we all know when you tense, this is slowly zapping energy. This is delaying your reaction. Being tense is also kind of showing your opponent, hey, he's relaxed. He's about to throw. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that comes with being tight in the shoulders. But again, good solid victory for Duarte and Robert Garcia. Duarte was able to come forward. Again, like I said earlier, Jojo Diaz did not have any pop in those punches, but he did put out good combinations when he did have output, but it wasn't enough to stop Oscar Duarte from coming forward. And Robert Garcia and Duarte didn't have to make any true adjustments, from the start to finish. Of course, Jojo Diaz was stopped in the ninth round, first time of him being stopped in his entire career. But at the same time, all good things must come to an end. And with that being said, all good things must come to an end. Let's go ahead and segue into the fight I thought was the most significant, because it has a lot of rumors and allegations swirling around it, you feel me? And this is for shit show, no joke. Excuse my French. Virgil Ortiz Jr. looks like he's going to be having a play date with Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? Here in the near future. And when I say near future, I mean in August. You know what I'm saying? So that's not long at all when it comes to the extent of preparing, training mentally and physically for what happens in the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's not a long time at all. That's not a long time to get your body in tip top shape, to get your mental in tip top shape. And if, with all due respect and all honesty, before this fight, with Virgil took place last night. I hit up my boy Boss Dog Capo through the door, and I told him, hey, from what I'm understanding, Tim Zoo and Virgil Ortiz supposed to be having a fight sometime in August, and I said specifically, and I have the receipts, and I will attach the receipts to this video. I said specifically, Virgil has to end this night fast and in a hurry, clean with no evidence of injury. Because if he doesn't, there's no way he's gonna step in the ring with a Tim Zoo and give it all he can and beat a Tim Zoo. And literally, by the time I finish sending this text, I look up, I look down, I look left, I look right, I turn around, spin a circle, hit send. I look up, boom, body shot. Somebody curled up in the fetal position. I'm like, oh man, Virgil, you gonna let me get my predictions out? But at the same time, I got it out a few minutes before, and just like that, it happened, and it is what it is. Like I said, he didn't waste no real physical or mental energy. He's still in 100%, health. He barely even sweated in this fight, and I thought that was going to be very important. I was going to give it to round 2 or 3, but he finished it in round 1, and it is what it is. Like I said, I predicted it, and it happened, so I'm good with that. You feel me? Now I'm gonna kind of move towards Tim Zoo. Now, why I said this about Virgil Ortiz, because we all know Tim Zoo is going to be a man on a mission for the rest of this year. Why? Because he has lost a controversial fight to Sebastian Fundora due to a cut on the forehead. I believe if he wouldn't have received that cut, my man was finna watch Fundora, because Fundora had already started taking punishment to the mouth and the nose, and we all know Zoo was able to crack that nose bridge right there of Sebastian Fundora in that fight, and he was also leaky. So it was a bloody affair, a bloody warfare, and it is what it is. So again, like I said, Tim Zoo is finna be on a mission. He's not finna let anybody come in there and take what was already supposed to be, set in place. He was looking for that big payday. He was looking for the big fight, and he was looking to, get some more belts up under his belt, some more straps for the season, and it was kind of taken from him due to a sharp elbow to the top of the head, kind of blinding him for that fight against Sebastian Fundora, the towering Inferno. So that's why this was important for Virgil Ortiz, to get this fight over with quick, fast, and in a hurry. And like I said, I got receipts. I got receipts. You know what I'm saying? Me and Capo was chopping it up. I got receipts. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on this video. You feel me? But like I say, it is what it is. It was a fun pack, for field night. It was very important in certain aspects from certain fighters, and Virgil Ortiz was one of them, and he got the highlight. He got the knockdown early. He got out of there with an easy win, easy victory, and now he's chilling, waiting to see what goes on with Tim Zoo, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? That fight, in my opinion, has a huge implications of being, candidacy for fight of the year if it goes how I think it will go. Let's go ahead and move on to the last fight, the main card of the night. It was Ramierz versus Barthelemy, and I'm gonna be quick with this one. If you want to see somebody battle back and do what they have to do to win a match, you turn on this film. You turn it on and watch Ramierz. If you want to watch somebody who's seasoned, who's older, who's 35 plus, do their thing and still make it tough, hard for anybody to win, you turn this tape on and you watch Barthelemy. You wanna show somebody how to get some nice, smooth, impactful pocket work, body work on the inside. You turn on this tape and you can watch Barthelemy, or you can watch Ramierz in this, because they both was at it, and they was at each other's throats. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the pause no Diddy is in full effect. Again, they was at each other's throat the entire night, and I liked it. Early on, Barthelemy had kind of wobbled Ramierz. I thought Ramierz was gonna go down by the end of the second round, maybe third round, but at the same time, Ramierz battled back. Yeah, his corner made a slight few adjustments, and they got him out of there with the dub. But at the same time, I do not like the head movement of Ramierz. He's kind of stiff. He's kind of strong right here. He loves to sit at 12 o'clock, and you know what it is when you sitting at 12 o'clock. Somebody throw these, you can struck that bell ringing. You feel me? So Ramierz has to work on getting that head off the center line and off to the side. Even when he's throwing, he was kind of sitting, boom, boom. He was square, and he was kind of sitting here, and Barthelemy was able to still work, for majority of the night. But again, Ramierz was able to get the win at the end. You feel me? And speaking of win at the end, your boy then went long-winded for you for about 15 minutes. Again, I just wanted to give y'all a quick synopsis of what I got to see last night. I felt that like it was enjoyable. It was something worth talking about. And you got it from me. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Brody on the hustle again. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to Boss Dog K Po through the door. Shout out to Mike. Might as well do it. My brother. Shout out to Sleepy Jeff. And shout out to everybody again. Continue to subscribe, comment, like, share. You know what I'm saying? Hate, add progressive advice. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you want to do. And again, that email, if you're trying to get up with us and get on the show, is men on a mission 56@gmail.com. You already know what it is. I'm about to be on the run. Your boy Brody on the hustle is done giving what he had to speak about. So it is what it is. You feel me? Look for the next few episodes after this. We're gonna be talking about football. We're gonna be talking about life. We're gonna talk, of course, we're gonna be talking about boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's our thing right there. You feel me? But it is what it is. Salute to all y'all. And your boy Brody is up out of here. You feel me? Going back to chilling. Kick my feet up. You know what I'm talking about? Get out of the store. You feel me?